UK Prime Minister Andy Burnham is expected to outline new steps to reform care for older and disabled citizens while seeking cross-party consensus. Downing Street maintains that overhauling social care is essential to easing extreme pressure on the National Health Service, with blocking remains a critical issue. However, the proposal carries significant political risk, with critics raising questions over long-term funding and how the government will navigate strict fiscal rules. In a bid to secure broad backing, Biden has invited conservative and liberal Democratic leaders to cross-party talks to negotiate a sustainable path forward. A Georgia judge has sentenced teenage gunman called Gray to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Gray, who was 14 at the time of the fatal Appalachian shooting, previously pleaded guilty to 55 counts, including murder, and aggravated assault. In handing down the maximum sentence, Barrow County Superior Court Judge Nicholas Prim ruled that Gray's deliberate planning reflected a permanent danger to society, rejecting defense arguments that a turbulent childhood rendered irredeemable. Meanwhile, Gray's father, who was convicted in a separate case for providing the assault weapon, is expected to be sentenced later this week. In a significant push for semiconductor independence, China has begun mass producing domestically developed emerging DUV lithography systems. Shanghai-based state-owned enterprise Aishan, Aishan Electronic, Aishan, Aishan, Aishan. In a significant push for semiconductor independence, China has begun mass producing domestically developed emerging UV lithography systems. Shanghai-based state-owned enterprise Aishan Electronic Technology Group is spearheading the effort, bringing together engineering talent from top domestic lithography firms including SMEE and William Shen. The consolidated drive marks a major step in Beijing's strategy to bypass Western trade restrictions and reduce reliance on foreign chip-making equipment like ASML. In a major move to protect domestic technology, the Trump administration is halting imports of advanced Chinese humanoid and quadruped robots, alongside connected power inverters. White House officials state the bans are critical to securing national AI infrastructure, reducing dependence on Beijing. and safeguarding energy systems from cyber threat surveillance and intellectual property theft. The crackdown forms part of President Trump's broader strategy to decouple critical supply chains from China while aggressively expanding U.S. high-tech manufacturing. Apple has briefly crossed a historic milestone, becoming only the second company ever to reach a 5 trillion market value as investors' confidence pushes its shares higher. 5 trillion dollars. Apple has briefly crossed a historic milestone, becoming one of the second company ever to reach a $5 trillion market value as investor confidence pushes its shares higher. Apple's market capitalization Apple has briefly crossed a historic milestone, becoming only the second company ever to reach a $5 trillion market value as investor confidence pushes its shares higher. Apple's market capitalization briefly surpassed $5 billion during its intraday trading, bolstered by sustained product demand and a 25% stock surge this year, after reclaiming the title of world's most valuable company from Nvidia earlier this month. The Tech continues to drive growth through a customer-centric that deliberately avoids heavy initial AI infrastructure expenditures. WhatsApp is testing. WhatsApp is testing a new feature that will let users edit captions on their status updates, making it easier to fix mistakes without deleting and reposting. The new option is currently being tested among a limited group of Android beta users. It allows people to edit status captions within 15 minutes of posting a photo or video. Users can make changes through a new edit option, while updated text will not display on edited label. WhatsApp is expected to expand the feature to more users after further testing.